Hey everybody, this is Mystery Star 2, and this is my first sketchbook tour. I think this was 1 and 2 years ago with the sketching in here. So, yeah. So, here was my character's cutie mark at the time. It was a microphone with headphones, and I found the idea really good. And this was like right after the CMC's cutie marks were released, and they did this, and I remember I showed it to tons of people, and they were just like, why did you draw butts? And here I'll have my name, so I'm going to cover it up. So here was one character that I had. I never really had any ideas for hair, and I didn't know how to do it, so I always just did that. And I always had one wing closed and one wing open. I have no idea what the inspiration was for that. And her cutie mark was the first sketchbook I ever had. And then here's another character I had. It was a changeling. I had lots of changeling characters. Since then I could change their design free will without it being too, without it having much of a reason, I think. And then this was one of my friend's characters who used to be an alicorn, but her horn was cut off. I think that was the storyline behind it. And then she also lost a leg. So, actually, I'm not completely sure if that was her character, but I think it was. And here's Musica, one of my other characters. Her body was, way too long. I didn't know much about proportions at that time, and I just didn't know much about art in general. I just did it for fun. And then I redrew the Starshine Changeling from a few pages ago. And then I redrew Mystery, my main character. I don't remember what this was. I think it was supposed to be something that she was watching. And then, I don't know, I called her microphone headset because of her cutie mark, yay. And then I started to be more imaginative with the hairs and hairstyles, but I still didn't have the proportions down. And then here's Star Glimmer. I don't think that there was much with Starlight Glimmer or anything at that time, so I didn't plagiarize, I promise. And Starshine. So lots of random characters. And then this is actually when I still had ballet classes, and I showed this to my ballet teacher, and it was really weird. The arm was super long, and she didn't have any good proportions, and that skirt there's no way that would possibly work, because there's a hole in the skirt for her leg to go through. I just didn't think about anything with proportions at all. Also, sorry for the bad quality. I'm recording with my tablet since I can't find my camera. And then here was our characters ready to draw. And then, sorry. And then my character being like Applejack and Buck in the Trees. I don't even know anymore. And I tried it again. And I think that the last one was definitely less proportionate, but this one wasn't very proportionate either. I think these were supposed to be braids. I have no idea what was going through my mind. And these are changeling drawings. I have no idea what even happened with this. And these, and this. This is just utter chaos, to say the least. And then, Musica's cutie mark, I think. I stopped putting names on the drawings. And then here was my main character. Her cutie mark was just someone transforming, I think, because she transformed a lot. And warning, there will be a bit of edge coming like pretty soon. So like right now. So this was them hiding from the rain. And they had like lots of scars and replaced legs. And then here was like this super weird creature, no idea what this even was, who killed her, I think. And like here was like blood and her body parts falling off. I don't even know anymore. And her wings were insane, to say the least. They weren't in the right place at all. This is definitely cringe alert. Everything in this thing. Then my character with her daughter. I have no idea how she even got a daughter. And then here I was going to do just tons of main enemies in the My Little Pony series, and then I just didn't. And here's my friend's character or somebody, I have no idea anymore, just being mean to another character. And then I think this was also one of my characters. I don't know. Everything had the same pose, so I couldn't really practice much of it. Here was a YouTuber, I forgot his name, but he used Pony Generator for his videos. I know that much. And then here was somebody else. I can't remember who that was. Oh, and then here was my character's daughter. I think she's flying down or something. And then another one of my characters here. And this was like one character who had radios as her cutie mark. And one other character. There are tons of new characters here. Here's another ballerina. And this one's more proportionate, but also not proportionate at all at the same time. And here's another ballerina pony. I don't even know what this is. And then here was Stampy Longhead, or Stampy Longnose, and then Squishy Quack. And then here was like Amy Lee 33, I think. And then I started drawing people from my school. So this was the librarian, I think. I think this was my piano teacher, since the cutie mark kind of resembles a piano. And here, I have no idea who that is. So that's all. Maybe this was the library? No, this was a cook, since her cutie mark says cookbook on it. And then a character in a house, I don't know. And then I started making some elemental characters after this one. I don't know what this is. I was thinking about it for a while, but I don't know. And then here are some elemental ones. So her name's Rainbow, and she has rainbow stuff. And Flamethrower is the fire element. And Invisibility. And Invisibility Shyness was her name, and she was the Shyness one, or like Invisibility one. And then Animal Essence, this body is way out of proportion, to say the least. And Drip Drop, the water element, I really like this one. And then the Cutie Mark Crusaders cutie marks. Another character. I have no idea who all of these are. And oh, this was from the wolf heart thingy, wolf blood, that was it. And they had veins showing, so I decided to draw it. And here's another character from Wolf Blood. And then this is when I got into Star vs. the Forces of Evil and decided to draw a so-called character for it. And she was more or less just a black-haired version of Star in the outfit that she had on for the time that they went to the school with Miss Hanus. And then here was an evil form of her wand and dimensional scissors, and here were all the goons and Ludo. Here was one of my first attempts at a person. It actually turned out pretty good, in my opinion, but for how it was, I don't know, I think you can see her belly button, I have no idea. And then here was a Playmobil that me and my family has, and then in that style, and then just, I think this was supposed to be somebody going to prom or something. And then I went back to ponies. Here was someone blowing fire, and like the Keeper of Death or something, I think that's what it was. And then I drew my teacher and then my reading teacher. I don't know. I really liked them, but I think it was just them pretending that they liked it because it's horrible. And then one of my friend's characters again. Oh, and then here was one of my better OCs that actually looked good. And they were starting to go out of the Mary Sue category. Here was her being like the teacher of changelings, I think. We had this like school topic. Here was the same like prom girl, and then her flying. And then here was me teaching stuff. And then the chair, like after Twilight's Castle was revealed, and then the cutie mark, or the first sketchbook I've ever had. And then me practicing stars, I think. And here was like a bookshelf moving, I think. I don't even know anymore, but. And here was my friend's character. Here was my character, I think. And then here's a little Eskimo character, since we were reading about Eskimos. And the prom character. And then I really did the waving a lot, I think. And then here was an alien thing, because me and some of my friends had this like alien conspiracy theory thing. I don't even know anymore. It was really insane, to say the least. And then another cute character. And this was supposed to be a character like laying down and looking at the sunset. I intended for it to be a lot better than it was. And then here's another prom character with like really, really long hair. Here's somebody that was at my school. And I asked lots of people if I could draw them as ponies because nobody ever asked me to draw them, and I really wanted people to be drawn by me. And then here's like a volleyball person. I think I know who it was, but yeah. And then here's one of my friends. And then just somebody else who I also knew. Here's like a story from something I can't fully remember. Wolves howling. And then my mom. And then some girl on Roblox or something. Pichu. This was before Smoky Quartz was official, so I tried making an Amethyst Steven clone. But that's all for now, guys. Bye!